Hello, my name is Chris Witcher. The following is an instructional video helping Blaine Hubing with his tie-down roping. In producing the video, the wind adversely affected some audio, and in those spots I have gone in and done a voiceover so you can hear what I was helping him with. I like to start out these sessions by roping the dummy with the students and perfecting some basic skills. Right here, I noticed right away Blaine did something strange with his left hand, which will simulate what he's doing with the reins while riding his horse in the box. So right here, I show him to stay in a cubicle, a 1x1x1 above the saddle horn, and don't go up and forward before leaving the box, is to leave out of there flat and send his horse straight forward just like that. And he does a little bit better right here. In this session, we moved on to flanking and tying a tying dummy next to work on some more basic moves. Yep. You leave here, get your butt down there as fast as you can, okay? I want you to, as you get about half, hook the rope as soon as you can, because if you leave your horse, you're gonna wanna hook the rope so you got control of what's gonna go on with that calf, okay? And when you get halfway down the rope, bend your knees a little bit like you're gonna be in a football stance, as if taking something on. Because if you run down there straight up, a calf might meet you halfway and knock you down. Or if he takes off running on the end of the rope, you're gonna be chasing him all spinning out. So get hooking down through here as fast as you can. Bend your knees and turn your right shoulder in a little bit. And then pass this hand, your right hand, right over his neck on the way to the flank, okay? Okay. And then lots of left arm. Drop your butt down and pick him up here and set him down right where he's at. Don't pick him up and flop him down over there.
So kind of bring him towards you then?
Yep, bring him. You want to set him down gentle, right where he's at. Good. Right here, I'm showing Blaine how to get a complete flank and get that left leg or front leg of the calf to come up to where you can grab it out of the air with your left hand prior to stringing the calf and going on with the tie. Right here, Blaine executed everything we'd worked on just right. After making this breakaway roping run, I'm going to move on and help Blaine with some basic horsemanship skills of riding a rope horse correctly in the box. Times, okay. Get her in the center of the bridle with your rein. And the whole idea is if you're under a pressure situation, you want to be dialed in and have your game ready. So there's not a lot of worming and squirming going on back here. So ride in, turn around, have your rope ready, okay? Have your reins where you want them and back in here so that when she hits the corner, and you're in that box with your left hand where you're supposed to be, you can nod if the calf's looking good. The longer you're in here, the more energy and the more nervous a horse can get, okay? Okay. They're like a race car or even a race colt in the gates. The anticipation is gonna go up, not down, okay? In that run right there, I explained to Blaine not to beat himself up over missing that calf. That calf checked off and moved to the right. He maybe sat down a little bit early, and I showed that to him. But I went on to explain to him that his horse scored very well right there. He was very ready when he rode in, and he wasn't making unnecessary moves with his legs and or his hands. Now I move right into helping Blaine get ready to score a calf, meaning to let one go and make his horse stand there nice and quiet. I explained to him not to make any unnecessary motions and to be still with his body, relaxed, sit in the saddle relaxed, keep your toes down in your stirrups and be relaxed. And when you nod, not to move anything, but to be truly focused on the calf and having your horse look straight, so that her confidence is good too. And right right here, he scored that calf. She moved around a little bit, and I told him that's okay. That's why we score. So he's going to walk back in, and we're going to work on something else, another way to score your horse so that they remain good in the corner. Right here, Blaine is going to ride in and score another calf because the first one there was a little room for improvement, and if I remember correctly, this goes well. He scored. She moved a little bit, but we gained a lot, and things were a lot better that time. Right here, I tell Blaine to do a walk score, which he has done before, and that means to be in the corner ready to go, and then gently release your horse into a walk and remain in a walk while you nod and the calf is released. Prior to tying some calves down, I wanted to go through Blaine's tack with him real quick. Neck rope, I like him right there. That's good. I don't like him way up here because I think when your horse stops and that rope comes tight, it can yank on your horse's neck, so this is good. I would pull this up a notch, Blaine, in that this tie down, you want it to not hit this bone on the side of their face, but get close to it. A little bit of a little belly on her, she always has. So what I'm thinking, you see how that's got a bubble underneath there? Yep. Okay. This cinch, flank cinch, needs to be right there. Okay. It's not back here where it's going to flank her, and it's not up here riding against the front cinch. Which her having a little belly, she's probably going to send that cinch this way a little bit. Okay. But you don't want it back here. So if it did want to run all the way back, can you see how that, you probably got it flanked?
Yeah. Bad news.
Might have a buck and horse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would shorten this to where that's a straight line, a couple notches, and then go ahead and pull this inner when you rope calves because you want your cinch nice and tight so that when your horse drops his butt and gets in the ground, or she does, and that calf hits into the rope, that this doesn't pop up. Okay, slapping her in the belly or letting a bunch of pressure go into the bars of the saddle and possibly making her sore in her withers. Okay, we'll take a look at this run here. This is the red baldy calf you caught. Everything's good. You see right there in still motion where your head of your stirrup a little bit?
Yeah.
And that turns your hips to the left and your right shoulder in. And that causes your spiraling pirouette that's your patented move. Okay. Right here, got your slack in there. You're getting ready to get out of there. Take that left hand, push your saddle horn away from you, and keep your butt down and your knee bent. And don't turn your right shoulder in, and that will stop that. Because when you did that, that kind of scares her. She's so touchy anyway.
Spooks off to the left a little bit.
Yeah, she moved over a little bit and then went to working rope. So, all in all, that's not anything major. But you can see, like, your head's turned back. You're trying to catch your upper body. Your feet are trying to catch up with your upper body's leading you.
Then would that be why I'm kind of getting late to the calf? Why them calves are getting time to?
Yeah, they get time to get rotten on the end of it, and they're not nice anyway. These are old roped out calves that kind of hard to get much production, anything to go right with them anyway.
Right.
But you did a lot of things good here. You got your rope up good, took a good throw. Just right here, don't panic and be crawling out of there. She dropped her butt good, and that you're up over the top of her neck and kind of heavy in that stirrup. Stay behind. Yep. Stay down and drag your left foot right over her rear end. Okay, Blaine, this is the hard running calf. You run down there a ways and missed. Okay. You were a little bit late at the start. Calf's got a pretty good jump on you. Okay, and that calf's running. So you asked your horse to run up there. Okay, but if you're gonna run up there, go ahead and run in there and do it right, and don't take that shot and come off the kennel and reach all at once, because that's not fair to her, because you're in the middle of asking her to go get that hard running calf. So if you're going to commit right here and go get him,
Right up.
but rope that sucker around the throat like you mean it, and don't go, you kind of went at it like, well, I'm going to reach because I'm tired of riding. If you're going to do it, do it. Or the other option in that scenario is when you're chasing a hard running calf and you went a ways and you're not gaining enough, just ease off to the right, break down to a slow lope and a trot, stop and pet your horse. Okay, there's not a crime in that when you're defeated and you're gonna make her run so hard all the way down there and then take a bad shot. She can't get stopped. It's gonna get kind of ugly. Calf's gonna run on the end of the rope and eat your lunch. Probably not too many good things are gonna come of that run. So what you can do is, you know, ask her for her life right here and go, doggone, I messed up, we're late, this just isn't gonna work. Check off to the right. It's practice, that's what it's for.
Right.
You're not gonna prove anything by making a 22-second calf rope and run down there.
Yeah.
So that kind of comes with age and experience. All right. Thanks, sir. This completes the tie down roping instructional video. I thoroughly enjoy coaching students in practice sessions where everyone is having fun, improving individual skills, and staying focused on basic fundamentals. Thank you for watching.